Okay, so I'll do some other demonstration first, and then continue lecture, and then in the end I'll do more other demonstration. Okay? Open a new file, new R script, and let me name it. Let's say week 5 class, or week 5 lecture. Okay, suppose named is a vector of 4 names, Andy, Ben, and then Charlie, and Danny. Okay, and suppose micro is a vector of 4 numbers. Let's say they are microeconomics scores, and that's 65, 85, 75, and 55. And macro is a variable for their macro scores. And that's 70, 40, 50, and 60. Let's compute total as micro plus macro. I save the file and run the file. And after that, named vector looks like this, just 4 people's name. Micro is like this, macro, and total. Now let me show you a function, a rank function. If I give vector micro to this function, what I get is 2, 4, 3, 1. This function gives the rankings of these scores. So micro scores are log 65, 85, 75, and 55. So 65 is the second smallest, 85 is the fourth smallest, 75 is the third smallest, and so on. So this function gives rankings. Now there is another seemingly similar but very different function, that's order function. And if I give vector micro to this function, what I get is 4, 1, 3, 2. Now what this function gives is how to order the components. So if I want to order these micro scores in the ascending order, first I should look at the 4th element, because that's the smallest, and then the 1st element, and then 3rd element, and last is the 2nd element. Okay? Basically it tells you, which component you should refer to if you want to order the components. Is the meaning of the order function okay? Yeah? Good. So I can also get descending order. So let's say I'm going to save. I'll get the order of micro scores. I can get descending order by saying decreasing equal true in capital letters. And I can save that to a new variable named my order. So let me save and run. Now my order is my order is 2, 3, 1, 4. So yeah, if I want to order in the descending order from the largest to smallest, I should first look at second element and then third element and so on. Now, before explaining why this function is useful, let me do some recap. Let's say x is a vector of 1 to 10 multiplied by 10, so that x is 10, 20, 30, up to 100. If I want to refer to the fourth element of this vector x, I use square brackets, x, square brackets, 4, and this should give me the fourth component of x. If I say x square brackets and the vector of 4, 5, 6, I should get fourth, fifth, and sixth elements of x. If I say x of, well, vector of 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again, then I should get fourth, fifth, sixth, and then first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth elements of vector x. So when you want to refer to, when you use function, you use round brackets, parentheses, and when you want to refer to some components of vectors or matrices, you use square brackets. Now, because my order is 2, 3, 1, 4, and because micro is a vector of these four scores, if I type micro square brackets my order, I should get the second, third, first, fourth components of this vector micro. Yeah? And that would be 85, 75, 65, 55. So I can basically order the scores in the descending order. Now, I can make a data frame. Let's name it my class, and I think a part of the data camp introductory R course taught you this about data frame. If you forgot, it's totally okay. So this is how to use data frame function. So I just simply list up all the variables I want to include into the data frame. I say, okay, include names vector, micro, macro, and total. Save the file, run the file, and after that, my class is a data frame, which looks like this. Okay, it's 4 by 4. And if I want to refer to the third row, but all columns, I say my class, square brackets, 3, comma, and I leave the second argument blank, and I should get the third row of this data frame. If I say second to fourth rows, then I should get the second to fourth rows of this data frame. And if I type my class and then my order, remember my order is 2, 3, 1, 4. So if I give this to data frame my class, I should get second, third, and first and fourth rows of my data. So basically I can arrange the data in the order, I can arrange these people in the order of their micro scores. Here we have only 3 items for 4 people. But if we have like 100 items for 10,000 people, the data on the Excel spreadsheet would be massive. And in that case, you don't want to do data processing manually. If you can if you can load the data from the spreadsheet to computer language like R, the data processing becomes much easier, quicker, and subject to fewer errors. Okay, that's how you use this order function. Any question? Right, then let's move to lecture.